Hi everybody. Well, by the time this video gets uploaded, all the other playoff games will probably be pretty much done and over with. And as I said last week, I thought I would do this little rundown of the Booneville Bearcats season for you guys, and kind of give you a little retrospective of how they've done. And of course, as you can see right there, there's all the scores, who they won against, lost against, and I want to kind of give my thoughts on all these games. Of course, P Ridge losing 29-19. I think personally, when I saw that, I thought, "Oh crap, here they go again." and then you can see right there, Gravett, pretty close game. Valonia, I think with Valonia and Pottsville, I think they started really getting their confidence back. And then when they beat their biggest rival, Ozark, by a pretty good-sized margin, I think, that right there really gave them a little bit more confidence. And then beating Dover the way they did, and Waldron, it was just unbelievable. And then Dardanelle came here, and as you can see, it was a very, very close game. And I think that right there kind of should have made them feel a little bit more humble. They could have just sit there and just said, "Okay, we've had a pretty dominating winning streak over the past several games." And they go to play. They played West Fork at home, as you can see right there, and just completely dominated them. And then Subiaco Academy, who's got to be one of the worst teams in 4A, dominated them. And I did say that I thought that having a bye week was going to hurt them, and it almost did against Nashville, as you can see right there. And then they had their game against P Ridge, and my thoughts on it, I pretty much said around last week about people leaving out a little early when there's about 3 or 4 minutes left in the game, pretty much just giving up on the whole thing. And I just thought to myself, man, that's just sad. I just go to the games just to kind of hang out and keep track of the scores and everything like that. But when you see people that call themselves true dedicated fans, and they just think themselves, we're losing by 3 points and there's 4 minutes left in the game, it could always be a big turnaround. But people, when they started leaving, it was like, you know what, you shouldn't even call yourself Bearcats fans. You guys are just, like I said last week, they could have just made a surprise comeback, and they would have felt stupid that they could have missed it. Now, one thing I think that anybody involved with the Bearcats, in any way, shape, or form, whether you're a parent, whether you're on the team in any way, shape, or form, a coach, anything like that, or a fan, one thing they need to really stop doing, and you know what, they need to stop doing this for pretty much all teams. They need to stop with the whole overhype thing of their players. Through the years, I have noticed that people love to talk about, oh, Booneville or this team has a great quarterback. The quarterback can throw for 2 miles or something like that, or they'll sit there and say, oh, the kicker, he can really, he can get him every time. He gets between the goalposts every time. The thing that needs to be done about that is don't say. Just let them prove they can do what they can do. 9 times out of 10, overhype can always kill momentum, and it can kill what you want to really go see. Now, the Bearcats have not won a championship since, I believe, 2013. And for the past 4 years, it's obviously got to be eaten away at them. And this year, they had to have been thinking, yeah, we're going to go all the way, we're going to win it, we're doing great. But again, you look at a lot of these scores, and I think it was overconfidence in a lot of these kind of said, yeah, we're going to dominate and da-da-da, but, some of these teams were pretty much no competition for them. Dardanelle obviously was a competitive game. Nashville, same thing. I got to give it to Gravett too. Gravett was, pretty close. Pottsville, not really. Ozark, no. Dover, no friggin' way. Subiaco Academy, it's like I said before, a bunch of 5-year-olds could beat Subiaco Academy. Okay, that's how bad they are. But what the Booneville Bearcats, anybody needs to do is, from now on, just let them prove that they can do what they can do. Don't believe in hype. Don't believe in what people tell everybody else, starting up that whole rumor thing, because I hate to say this, but I got a bad feeling next year is not going to be a good year for the Bearcats. I could be wrong, and if I am, that's fine. That's great. That's cool. But it seems like every once in a while, every few years, they have a great season, and then they have, for the next several years, crappy seasons. So, I mean, I'm sure that the fans and the Bearcats themselves would love to see them have another undefeated season and win another playoff game and win another division title, but, well, it's kind of hard to catch. It's kind of hard to catch lightning in a bottle sometimes. So, how are the Bearcats going to do in 2018? All we can do is sit back and wait and see. And as I said before, don't believe the hype. Just go there, support the team, and if anybody tries to tell you that this quarterback can do this, or this running back can do this, or this kicker can do this, don't believe it. Just go there, have a good time, and try to watch them do the best they can. Because not every player is perfect, and not every player deserves all the hype that they get from everybody else in this doggone town. Because you can be a quarterback like Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, or anybody like them. But when you get out there on the field and you get ready to play, there's always a chance of one of three things happening. You can either land the pass, it can be intercepted, or whoever you're throwing it to can drop it. So always remember, just do the best you can, and at the end of the game, show a little respect to the opposing team whether they win or lose. So that's going to do it for this one. Maybe next year Reno will do these, and we'll see what happens by then. So thanks for watching, everybody, and of course, if you want to, subscribe to Reno's channel. I'm sure he'll have some videos whenever he can. And if you want to go check out my channel, it's Doc the Metal Freak. Mine's a little bit different. I don't talk much about football, but I do some bad horror movie reviews and tell stories and do some traveling around, stuff like that. So thanks for watching, everybody, and, well, I guess we'll see you next year.